Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just got back from watching Rocketman, starring Taron Egerton. Now, when it comes to musical biopics, many of us have known them for basically retelling a musician's life, while also either following the story straight up or making up a bunch of stuff to make the story sound better for film. And while there certainly are a few things that were made up specifically for this film, I won't reveal what they are, because they are spoilers. It's still an epic musical ride that ends up feeling quite a bit different from your usual biopic. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story is, of course, the life story of Elton John, played by Taron Egerton, as he, in rehab, explains everything that went through his life, from his humble beginnings as a child to when he started learning how to play music via his piano and writing his own songs, to every single person he met on his journey to stardom, his deals with alcohol and drugs, and all leading to his eventual recovery. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a biopic, but the way it tells its story is really, really amazing. It basically cuts out any of the parts that the audience might find at any point boring, and it basically replaces those with massively entertaining song sequences. It's not just that he's playing at a concert in front of a bunch of people, even though there are a few scenes where he is, but several different musical numbers actually take place that have the film go into fantasy sequences, basically, where it definitely isn't reality, but since it's a movie, that means it doesn't really matter. You get to see the story being visually told in various montages in these scenes. You get to hear some of Elton John's best songs with Taron Egerton's rather excellent singing voice. This is the same guy who sang "I'm Still Standing" from Sing, after all. So he not only does he sing that song at one point, but a ton of Elton John's best songs. If there's an Elton John song that you appreciate, it's probably in this movie, and it's probably in one of these montages. And on top of that, Taron Egerton's acting is, to be frank, absolutely superb. He's definitely... I think I would nominate him for an Oscar if the Academy Awards nominate this. They might not. But he does a great job capturing Elton John's personality, his appearance, his singing voice, all of his struggles. I knew Taron Egerton would be a great actor the very moment I saw him in the first Kingsman movie, but he blew me out of the water here. Plus, all the supporting cast does a great job with all their roles, too. From Elton John's manager Bernie, to his mother, to his nanny, to every single other person he meets, including freaking Neil Diamond and the Beach Boys. They're all portrayed well, and all of them do have great roles in the movie. Now, I will say that there are a few things that are made up for the movie, even if the majority of this did actually happen in real life. The important real-life moments are portrayed here pretty accurately, but the few times where it does make things up, it might be a little jarring for you. Also, despite the incredible presentation, it should be noted that the actual story is still fairly typical of a biographical film. So basically, if you know Elton John's life story, you know exactly what you're getting into when it comes to the story. There aren't too many twists and turns, as what I'm trying to say. It all comes with the genre, but basically, it definitely feels like a film that was made for fans of Elton John, and it definitely gets that across. It even goes over Elton John's relations with other men, which I didn't expect it to do so, but it does so it doesn't do so in an exploitative way. It does it in a very heartbreaking way that adds to the drama and adds to the authenticity of the film. Basically, if you're a fan of Elton John and you want to see a film that captures everything that made him great, but also everything that he had to go through, this is definitely the film for you. And that's why I'm giving Rocketman a 9 out of 10. See you next time.